Boys and girls, you already know that this was coming. You know, normally, like the last 2-3 sets that DP has gotten support 3, I think actually, I basically did this thing where I would like every week look at a new support, you know, take my time, go through it all, you know, and kind of hype it up. But with Zero, there's been so much to upload and so much to talk about and like so much to just do that I didn't really get the time to probably sit down and talk about the reveals every week. But so we're doing it all in one video. And just for context, there's actually one common not revealed yet. But if it does anything important, like, or relevant enough, I'm going to scream about it on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, here's the best reason to. Literally, I don't think there's anybody... Okay, I don't think there's many other people, let's put it that way, that get information around as fast as I do. So you might want to drop a follow or maybe make a Twitter for that follow. But that aside, so we're going to be talking about the new DP support in V-BT08 Silver Dust Blaze. I actually really like that name of the set. But I'm glad you guys liked the cross video. It's really cool. I'm glad that it's performing well and it looks like you guys actually do care about it. If you're wondering what this cardboard is, I received a new monitor, but I haven't set it up because I want to record this because I gotta change my graphics card as well. But anyway, so we're gonna go through all the cards, basically, except for that one common that's missing, and I'm gonna basically talk about everything. Yes, we're gonna cover Gallop. We're gonna talk about all the stuff in this set. I gotta come clean with one thing though. As of making this video, which is June 12th, which is like a good week before this, literally a week before this set release, hey, I have only played and tested with the Bladblack Dieliner Great Dayusha deck, or as I like to call it, Bladliner. And that deck is so good, and to the point that it converted several strictly broken TCG members to buying DP cards just to build that deck, okay? I got big organizations out here converting to DP. WCC is coming next, by the way. That deck is fire, but it's such fire, and I enjoy it so much that I don't want to touch anything else right now. And so, like, until I get my fill of playing that deck, I just can't. I just can't test anything else. I really, really enjoy that deck. So, like, when we're talking about Gallop, when we're talking about like Metalborgs and stuff, I haven't properly tested them in game. It's gonna come from theory. But when we're talking about like the Bladliner stuff, that comes from experience, okay? And then there's also one promo we gotta really talk about that's like super important as well. I gotta get my man Twin Order up in here. So actually, let's start with that. Let's start with Twin Order. It literally defines the set right now. Defines the clan actually in terms of all this support. So let's talk about Twin Order. And so I'm gonna actually move a bit to the side here. I think like this probably works. And we're gonna get the, I saw you guys, you probably saw in the end video, I mean the cross video, got a little pop-up here going on. So, Twin Order's skill is really simple. It's a grade 1 with 8k power. When he boosts, one of your Vanguards gets plus 10k until end of turn for each of your force markers. Boy, that is so good. This literally just tells you, play force 2, don't even matter. Like, the only reason why you would play force 1 is if you want to go for like absurd numbers with your Vanguard. But it's not even necessary anymore. Like, if you're hitting for 43, your opponent's going to PG anyway. Like 43, 48, 53, like they're going to PG it. It's fine. This card brings in a lot of cool things. Like, you can now hit, like, you can literally go force 2, do your Great Dayusha turn, and next turn you don't even need to like rebuild power, because that was like the problem last year. Is like you would go Dieliner force 2, do your Great Dayusha, and you got to win that turn. Because next turn it's like, how are you gonna get that power back? Like, you have to like rely on Quilt, rely on like Die Dragon, Die Brave, all this stuff. But no, now Twin Order just like, alright, just boost with me, bro, and that's it. You got 2 force 2s, that's fine. Your Vanguard is what? Let's see, it's 13 base with the 8, 21, right? Plus the 20k from the forces, 41. You got a Die Brave, Die Dragon for the plus 5k, that's it, 46. You're hitting another Great Dayusha. Perfect. Literally, this card is insane. Literally made for Great Dayusha, in my opinion, and like for any power threshold that needs to be hit. It's just so good. It actually is the best grade 1 possible. I'd like to also point out that like you can, when you're going into battle, for example with I don't know, Dieliner or Bladblack, you know, like the cards that go swing before you do the Great Dayusha, you can choose to not boost with them for the first battle or on behind the Vanguard, and then boost on the second one to go for a bigger power up if you don't need the first power up on the first attack. Otherwise, like, you can also call multiple of them, and every time you boost, your Vanguard will get that power. So if you have 2 or 3 force 2s, it'll be plus 20k or plus 30k on your Vanguard every single battle. So good. It's literally, like, this promo is so important, and I really need to talk about it. Like, first things first, it's just way too good. It's way, way, way too good. And boy, like, shop tournament's gotta restart. I need this. I need this in my life. Alright. let's get on to the VR. We're gonna go to the, let's go through the, from the big to the bottom. Let's go through Grand Gallop. So Grand Gallop, my boy, when I saw his art, not gonna lie, I'm gonna be talking about art a lot actually in this video, because there's so many good ones, like, ooh. But Grand Gallop, when I first saw his art on his sleeve, I was like, I don't really know, man, looks like a Lego. But then when, with the effect, and like the, just, you know, the card layout, like the you know, boxes and stuff around it, looks a bit better. Looks actually a bit better. There's more focus on his sword going on and everything, and kind of takes out some of the not so nice parts of his art. But anyway, here is my boy, Grand Gallop. So, his skill is hella simple. He has Vanguard Circle. Okay, first things first, second skill. Act Vanguard Circle, count +1, once per turn. You may give him a critical. So, literally CB1 for a crit. You're on first 3 crits already. Like, he's ready. He's good to go. So then, his skill is, when he attacks, activate all of the effects below according to this unit's critical. So, for each crit, you get this effect. So, 2 or more, your front row rear guards, not front row, get 5k. 3 or more, all your front row rear guards get power plus 10k. Look, I'm starting to see a problem here. And then 4 or more, this is the only one that doesn't matter. All your front row rear guards get critical +1. So this one, you don't care about the Vanguard getting that crit because you're already 4 crit, right? So you're swinging for lethal, like it doesn't matter. But, so here it's fine that your rear guards get the crit. But why couldn't he gain the power too? That's like the biggest complaint everyone has. But I think this could be salvaged. Like, the only reason why I say that is, like, there's 2 things in Standard with this card. I'll talk about Premium afterwards as well. Like, in Standard, this card has, I mean, building crit is easy. Like I said, with his own skill and Force 2 combined, he is base 3 crit. You have the new grade 1 that gives you a crit, and you have a new grade 2 that gives you a crit and lets you draw. That draw is big. And so, like, because of those skills, the crit building is easy. The problem is, you've built this crit, but he's small. Like, he's literally 13 after gaining all those crits. And so then you're like, okay, I guess I'll put the Grand Rope behind him, and so now it's a 13k boost, so it's like 26. But bro, 26, 25k to 2 to pass? I mean, sure, maybe they're not going to 2 to pass it because it's like, oh my god, if he checks 2 triggers, he's going to kill me. But even then, they probably will a lot of the time. Or, I don't know, probably, let's just put it that way. They're probably going to do it. But I don't know, man. Like, this could have at least gained the power. Like, I don't know. If it could have gained 15k, maybe, I mean, maybe it's too good, but I really don't think so. Because, like, you need to draw into those crit makers. Literally, have a grade 2 and a grade 1. That's it. You can play Laurel, but why would you play Laurel when you want to power up your front row? You know, like, it doesn't make sense. However, there's 2 things that could potentially save this in terms of power. First things first, there's a ruling, which says that at the end of battle, if you didn't ride during a turn, and you're on Bladblack, so you swing with Bladblack, we're going to look at him later, and he basically says that you look at top 7, add a grade 3 from among them to your hand, and then you can choose a grade 3 that is not Bladblack from your hand, and ride it. And then that unit loses a drive and gains 10k power. So then you can activate that, and then you can activate Great Dayusha in hand, and both of them activate at the same time. So then Bladblack searches you something, you ride, you basically, you can ride with the Bladblack, oh no, sorry, okay, the order is, you use Great Dayusha first to ride and gain the 10k on the front row. And then you resolve Bladblack to look at top 7 and ride the Grand Gallop. So now, Grand Gallop got the 10k from Bladblack's skill, but it lost the drive, and it got the 10k from, or the extra power from the Great Dayusha. So, it's kind of hot, it's kind of nice, it's kind of good, like, it helps to push the power problem a bit more, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It really could have done more. It could have gotten the power. But there's one more thing. Let's just say, this might sound outrageous, but let's just say we don't care about him not having much power. We literally just care about getting that skill unlocked. So getting that 4 or more and giving our front row crits, because we don't care if our opponent literally drops a 15k shield, you know, or 25k shield to 2 to pass our Vanguard. Okay, we don't care. Let them do that. That's fine. That's not the point. What if we play Miracle Beauty? We'll go back to Miracle Beauty. This was like, what, 2018 Dimension Police, where Miracle Beauty was actually good to beat up Protect? You know, remember when OTT was the best deck in the game? Hell yeah. But, so what if we go back to Miracle Beauty? Miracle Beauty says, what is it, on attack, restand something? Come on, let's pull her back up. Pull up Miracle Beauty. Where is she at? Beauty V-Series. Come on now, Miracle Beauty. When it attacks a Vanguard, if her power is 30k or more, count on +1 to stand another Miracle Beauty. So, and then when she stood, she stands another rearguard in the back row of the same column as this unit. This is once per turn ability only, but look at it this way. You attack Gallop, then you attack with 1 Miracle Beauty into the Vanguard with like plus 15 and plus 1 crit. So she is, by default, she is going to be 28 unboosted. And you can boost to add a little bit of that power. So that's fine. And then you go to another Miracle Beauty, bam, attack again. User skill, restand that one. Bam, attack again. User skill, restand that one. And that's not all. Don't forget, we have a card that is Miracle Fairy Larabi, who says, at the end of the battle she boosted, you count +1, put her into the soul, and stand a Miracle Beauty on your Vanguard Circle. And then the Miracle Beauty loses 5k. So you basically go Miracle Beauty, Miracle Beauty, Miracle Beauty, Miracle Beauty, and then that one goes, okay, Larabi, restand. Now you don't care about her having 30k. She just restands with the crits on her. Bam. Then you use Larabi again. Bam. You know, like, you can do those things. You can actually go for a lot of attacks and for like big, high, heavy critical power. However, again, I need to really specify this. I'm saying this from a theoretical standpoint. However, the reason why I think this actually has a bit of use and like could realistically come through. This video is 10 minutes in. I've only spoken about the VR and the promo. But the reason why I think this is actually kind of valid is because the deck now has 2 grade 3 searchers. You have Grand Rope and you have that other grade 1 we're going to look at that both look at top 5 for a grade 3. And I think that's pretty good. I think that because of that, you have a decent chance to hit like the 2 Miracle Beauties and the Grand Gallop. That's like 3 grade 3s you need. That's pretty fine. And I think that deck could work. I think that deck could work. You just forget about everything else. You don't care about your Vanguard on hitting. It's just going to sit there as like a 26 with 4 crits. You know, it's like whatever. As long as you can make the crit, that's fine. Like, sometimes even the crit doesn't matter. Like, just get the power up. And the power up is so easy. Literally, use Gallop's own skill. You know, the only problem with that play is that it's really counterblast heavy. So it's like, you counterblast 1 for Gallop, and then you counterblast 1 for each beauty. That's already 3 counterblasts in the turn. And if our last common is in Countercharger, that deck kind of falls out the window. So I'm going to test it, I'm going to give it a go, but I'm waiting to see if the last common is a Countercharger, because that would really change a lot, but I don't think so. They would have put the Countercharger on a rare spot, let's be real. So that's Gallop. I'm not going to come back to Gallop too much. There's like 1 card that supports Gallop, like 2 cards in this set that support Gallop, aside from the ones I mentioned, and that's basically it. So, now to the real VR of the set, like honestly, the real VR. Black dressed, outstanding deity, Bladblack. This is literally Promare. Okay, come on. Here we go. Literally Promare, literally Mahadi, Yuare, you know, that thing. It's beautiful. The art is by Obari-sensei. I gotta pull it out, hold on. The art is by my idol, the artist of Daikaiser, Obari-sensei. This is literally my, like, I worship this man. And this is like a great new addition to Dimension Police. Like, I like when nostalgia caters to me in a way, but I don't really like nostalgia. Like, I'm a person that likes new things. I like when they bring in, like, instead of going to the reboot, I wanted them to go to a new anime, new series, new characters, new themes, new decks, etc. Like, as much as I like my G stuff, I love G, I'm glad we're getting G retrains, but I like going to new things. And this is a good new thing. This is a really, really good new thing. And so, Bladblack, art-wise, drawn by Obari, has that sweet, Mad Burnish Promare vibe. Like, oh, if you haven't seen Promare, you gotta see it. It's such a good movie. But Bladblack, on top of that, is like a 10 out of 10 in terms of skills. So let's go through him. So first, he has an act for literally no reason. Like, this is just like an extra, but it's so good. Once per turn, Vanguard Circle, count +1 to give 3 of your front row units plus 10k. Boy, this is so good. This is like, it didn't even need to be there because the second skill already carries the card on its own. But this skill makes us be able to use one of the old cards from last year that never saw play, which is Active Mask. Active Mask says your Vanguard attacks if it's like, what, 30k power or more, you can count +1 to restand it. So you use Bladblack to power up, he swings with 20, bomb to the face. And then when your Vanguard attacks, you can count +1 to restand it with that boost still active there, so it's like a 28 at least. Post triggers, it can be even more. I think it's after the battle or on the battle, I can't remember, but you can still apply triggers. But, so the 10k is already really, really appreciated, to say the least, you know. But then, on top of that, they give us the second skill. And this skill saved Dimension Police, and I cannot emphasize this enough. This card patched up the biggest problems in the clan. So, Vanguard Circle, at the end of the battle it attacked, you look at the top 7 of your deck, reveal up to 1 grade 3 rolling them out to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Then, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, so basically if you go second, you may discard 2, ride a grade 3 other than Bladblack from your hand as stand. It gets plus 10k, -1 drive until end of turn. Okay, so you're a Dimension Police player in 2019. You go first, you ride Dieliner, you search your grade 3, you get the crit and the power, bam. Maybe you even win that turn. Next turn, do the same thing, find a grade 3, get the power, you know, add like a 5k from a Die Brave or something, swing for 46, great Dayusha, bam, win, done. However, you are now, again, a Dimension Police player in 2019. You're going second. Your opponent just like, I don't know, went Lukier, going first, just bop, 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 like hit you in the face a bunch of times, you're on 4 damage already. You ride Dieliner. You search a grade 3. You swing. They have like 11 cards in hand. PG, okay, next turn. And then you just go Counterblast 2. Brr, you know, okay, actually, no, they might have Counterblast 2. Who knows? Maybe they don't. I don't know. But regardless, they beat you down. You couldn't do much because you went second. So this card comes in here. It's like, you went second? Your opponent's on grade 3? Boy, you can literally go, okay, ride Bladblack, swing, no power requirements, by the way. This searches just at the end of battle. It's no power requirement. No 20Ks, no 30Ks, no 35, no 45, nothing. Just search, and then, oh, you're a grade 3? Okay, let me discard these 2 meaningless cards. Brr, great Dayusha. Like, it's great. It's amazing. Literally, you can swing 23 unboosted, and then with a force 2 or something, or like with a boost, doesn't really matter. But you swing, and then you literally go, okay, search, brr, Great Dayusha gains 10k, Great Dayusha puts another force 2, Great Dayusha gives plus 10k to your front row, Great Dayusha gains another 20k on his own, so he's 43, like bop, you know? And like, sure, he has 1 drive check, but bro, you just went second and you Great Dayusha on your turn 3, you can't even do that going first, you know? So this card saves the clan. It literally saved the clan. However, everyone's like, I'm gonna play this card with Metalborgs, because Metalborgs, I don't know, they have guard restrict. They can retire, they can, I don't know, gain power, not really, but I think this card is supposed to work as a complement. It's supposed to work, it's like, you know, you don't just like, you don't grab 2 pieces of bread and then just like, I don't know, put cheese but no ham. It's like, or like you don't put just, I mean, you could put just ham, but no, it's weird. Like, you don't just put one thing, you gotta put the 2 things together, you know? So if Dieliner is a ham and Bladblack is the cheese, it's a weird looking sandwich, but it's good. It tastes good, you know? It's the familiar taste. It's good. It's a good combination. And so you need to use it. I was just telling you, my camera's like, my analogies, hello? My analogies are distracting my camera. But like, I really think that this is supposed to work as a complement. Like, you don't want to actually ride this going first. What are you doing going first? Plus 10k to front row? I mean, yeah, it's good, but what are you doing with that plus 10k? Like, what is it actually achieving, you know? Like, it's actually still really great to go Dieliner, Force 2, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, look at top 7, find yourself that grade 3 for next turn, you know? And it's just nice because that Dieliner swing is like Force 2, extra crit. That's 3 damage, baby. You go, brr, you know, 46 or whatever, like 43, 51, I don't know. And like, if they don't have a PG, they gotta throw their hand down, or they gotta take it. Oops, I checked the crit, guess you die. You know, it's like, it's still a great card. Dieliner was made to be played, you know? It's not like you just toss it out into the trash. No, it's still a great card. So, I think that it's literally, keep in mind that when you play Vanguard, you roll the dice before you mulligan. So you choose who goes first or second before you mulligan. So you draw your cards, you do your dice roll. Oh, I'm going first. I will keep this Dieliner and put back the, you know, the Bladblack. I'm going second. Okay, Dieliner goes back. Bladblack comes in. Another thing is that if you don't get the Great Dayusha from your grade 3s, like from the check, you can just ride Dieliner from this, you know? Like, it's still great. Do you forget that, like, Dieliner gives you 10k shield on your grade 3s? You can just go into that, sustain yourself a little bit, next turn, just do your turn 3 play going first. Brr, search grade 3, Great Dayusha. Feels great. So, I think that this should be run with Dieliner. I think that's literally the best DP deck. It's gonna be, I personally think it's gonna be tier 1. I'm just saying. Like, don't come at me, but I'm just saying. When it starts topping in tournaments, don't act like the DP expert, you know? It's like I got the Michelin star on my DP restaurant. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but yes, so don't tell me I didn't tell you when this deck starts topping. And if it doesn't, I'll be the one to top. Come on, you already know. Even though there's no BCS Shop League, I'm coming for you. So, That's Bladblack. God, this video is going to be so long, but that's okay. I mean, anyone watching this is a DP fan, right? Anyway, then we got our grade 3 searcher that I keep mentioning, Grand Rope. Bushiroad. Bushiroad. If you were capable of such insane art this whole time, why did you tell me so? Why do we have to go through so many years of like good but subpar arts for a lot of Dimension Police cards when we could have had this? This is the same artist. Can I mention that this is the same artist that drew all the Grand Ropes so far? Like, this is not a joke. This is actually some of the best art the clan has ever seen. We are almost at the 10-year anniversary of Vanguard, and it took us this long to see this. Can this be the next standard of Dimension, please? Can every card look as great as this and Bladblack, please? And like Daikaiser and etc. Like, there's so much just good stuff. Please hire this artist. Keep hiring him. I will literally, I don't know, like, just SPs. I will buy them. Please. Okay, so the 5k skill is during your turn you have a grade 3 or greater unit. That's it. So if you rode a grade 3, it has 5k. Whew! I've never seen such an easy condition. That's like the best thing ever. Then his other skills, of course, when placed from hand, look at top 5, reveal a grade 3, add it to your hand, discard 1. You usually do this, I mean, just to check. Because like on Dieliner, extra 10k shield. Otherwise, I mean, you don't want to like do this before your Dieliner. So like, you know, in main phase, do Dieliner first, get that, you know, 20k in a crit, and then do this. If you don't hit it on the Grand Rope, it's like whatever. But, you know, that's kind of okay. I completely forgot to talk about Premium and Gallop, but I mean, with this card, there's not much more to talk about. It's just great. It's a 13k booster, literally permanently. It's going to be good because another thing is that, like I said, with Great Daisha, the 13k booster actually really matters, and not having to pay a Soul Blast for it is actually really also nice. So that's something to keep in mind. I didn't talk about Premium Gallop. Maybe I'll do it at the end of the video. You know, I hope I don't forget. Alright, so this card, beautiful, art, simple, but great. That's just the important thing to keep in mind. Alright, we get to the Metalborgs. I reacted to this on stream. Metalborgs, alright, here's Simbuster. Simbuster says, when placed on Vanguard Circle, search your deck for Urbuster, call it to Vanguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. We'll look at Urbuster after this. Then, act Vanguard Circle, count must 1 once per turn, and until end of turn he gains plus 10k, and your opponent cannot call grade 1 or greater cards from his or her hand for the battle this unit attacked. So, you know how you want to run this with Bladblack, but his skill is an act? So he doesn't even do the guard restrict? So why is that important? I don't know, man. I love Metalborgs. Like, Daikaiser Sinbuster, aka Sin Kaiser, is literally my favorite deck ever in this game. Like, I have a video that says my top 5 decks, and I'm pretty sure that deck is number 1, if I remember correctly. But that was my favorite deck. So of course, yes, I do like Sinbuster, but this ain't it. Like, okay, so the good thing of him is that, one, great for budget players. You literally pick up this, and you pick up Bladblack, you're good. You're basically done. You can play a budget DP, and it's going to be actually pretty damn decent. But the thing is that, looking at this competitively, okay, let's look at Urbuster, right? Here's Urbuster. Grade 2, of course, the Legionate. And so, Vanguard Circle, when placed, if you have a Vanguard with Metalborg in its card name, you may Soul Blast 1 and retire an opponent's rearguard, and he gains plus 10k. What are you retiring? And why are you retiring? Okay? You're playing Dimension Police. This clan is based on bashing the face and punching them with a crit and making them commit their whole hand when, like, they start sweating and feeling the pressure. What kind of pressure does retiring something do? Even the best retired targets, okay? The best retired targets, like Hope Song Angel or whatever the Alt-Mal Grade 2 is called, you know, things like that. Memene, you know, for gears. Like, I don't know, Starcall Trumpeter, like all these cards that, like, yeah, they're amazing in the back row that you can't touch. But why? It's okay. You don't care about them using them next turn because you're gonna beat them this turn. It's like, sure, it exists on their field, but your point, the whole point of the deck is to win right now. Like, sure, you can argue that, like, oh, but what if, you know, it's like, it gets into the long game and I'm playing against Protect and, like, you know, and this and this and this, and it's getting stally. I think this card could be a meta call if we really get into that kind of stally meta, But right now we're not. We're in Force Fiesta, you know? Not Ford Fiesta, mind you. But we're in Force Festival. Like, you know, it's every Force deck is just kind of bashing each other's face. And DP can bash face harder, especially with Dialiner and Grand Gallop. I think that the cards like Sinbuster and Urbuster still have some kind of redeeming values. Especially because, like, you can go first, ride Sinbuster, and, like, just go Force 2, gain a bit of power and swing, and then, you know, they're like, well, it's a bit too much effort to guard this, so I guess I'll just take it, you know, that kind of thing. And, like, yeah, producing yourself an Urbuster and just sniping something is great. And the fact that you can do it maybe even, like, twice or 3 times per game is also pretty cool, yes. But, I don't know, it's just, like, I also recognize the fact that, yes, you can, like, go, like, rear guard, swing, and then with the Bladblack, and then rewrite Sinbuster, and then he calls the Urbuster. But keep in mind that Urbuster won't even get the 10k that you know, Bladblack applied, so it's like, it's just a 20k swinger. Active Mask was doing the same, so I don't know. It's doing stuff, but it's not doing enough right now. I don't know. It might become better over time. I just don't think that the Metalborg pair is doing that much right now. Alright, so, up next we have, of course, normally I wouldn't even mention these, but we got this new Sentinel Crit with a 30k defensive power, but, again, look at this art! How was this art? This is the same artist as the old Grand Beat. How was this not possible in the past? Like, we could have always had this level of amazing, outstanding, incredible art. Why did it take this long? I mean, I'm still happy about it, but why did it take this long? Please, keep hiring this artist. They're literally king. I can't emphasize this enough. Alright, we got a couple cards then that do this weird thing with just like looking at your opponent's amount of cards in hand, and I find it very strange, but let me pull all of them all together because I think it's more cohesive that way. Alright, I think I got them. I feel like the last common might genuinely be just the grade 1 version of these, but let's take a look at them. So, basically we got Super Dimensional Robo Die Arm. I really, like, keep in mind, super dimensional Robos are the likes of Dayusha and Daikaiser. I don't think Mr. Die Arm is really up to par to those legends, but anyway, when placed, if your opponent's hand has 10 or more cards, 3 of your front row units get 30k power. So yes, as a skill, that's like, whoa, 30k power? That's insane, especially when you consider that Active Mask can restand and stuff like that. Like, whoa, you can even give the extra 10k from Bladblack, that's nuts. But 10 or more cards? What are you trying, what are you aiming to release soon in Bushiroad? Is this supposed to be a hint? Keep in mind that DP has always been a hint to the future. The Great Daikaiser was the first ever triple drive card. We got G after that. You know, it's like Daikaiser was the first ever guard break. Then they introduced like Kagero got a guard break and something else got a guard break as well. So like they use DP for these kind of things pretty often. And so does that mean it's going to be protect meta? Is every deck going to start drawing 10 cards? I don't know, man. Maybe this will get better over time. Right now, not really. Your opponent doesn't really have 10 cards. They'll have like 8 or 9. But it's like, you don't want to play this card and then go like, how many cards in hand? 9? Oh, damn. You know, like you don't want that. You just don't. So, not so good for now. Might get, like, literally, if we go into a meta where people have fat hands, hell yeah. Then we got this bad boy, which is Dimensional Robo Go Fire. That's a good name. I like that. That's passionate, burning. So, when he attacks a Vanguard, if your opponent's hand has 10 or more cards, they get 3 hits, plus 20k into critical. This also could see play. It's a 9k, but this could see play. This could see play in premium if we go into like some meta where it's like every deck is just farming cards and drawing cards. Right now that's not the case because of Zazan, but like this could easily become the case at some point because this is a very like meta shifty card. So in the future, hell yeah, I'll take my 29k plus 1 crit attacker. Hell yeah, especially on Great Dayusha, baby. So for now, not the time, but like I said, look out for these cards. We go into a meta where everybody draws a billion, they'll come back, they'll come in. Alright, Cosmic Hero Grand Volver. This card, oof, speaking of art upgrades. This actually is now a different artist than the original, but I love how dynamic and like how just cool this art is. It's so like, I don't know, just upgrade, man. Like he really upgraded. Like he lost the gun because he's Grand Volver, but man, he's ready to punch. He's ready to beat people up. He's just not holding back any punches. So his skill is very simple. One plays count +1, soul +1, and he gets plus 10k until end of turn. Already a 20k attacker, can't complain. But then if you have a Grand Gallop Vanguard, you draw a card and your Vanguard gets a crit. So this was the other crit giver that I mentioned. There's one more to still look at, but this is really cool because at first I only remember that it gives a crit, and I was like, oh wait, it gains 10k and a draw? That's pretty good, because this is like, sure, it's in standard, it's going to be a staple for Gallop, like 100%, no arguments. But it's like, it's nice because you can, for example, run Gallop in Premium, and you can just like stride literally anything, and the name is still Great Cosmic Hero Grand Gallop. So you play him down and he gets a crit. Hey, you can go Stark, use this, gets a crit. Cool. You know, literally anything. It's very nice. It's a very simple skill, but it does what it needs to do. So this grade 2 is hot. It's going to be a 4 staple in Gallop. That's all I can say. Like, that's really, really great. That's actually the thing I want to talk about in Premium, actually, is just that the Gallop name enables things. Like, this is enabled in Premium to just give your strides crit. And then you can also run things like Grand Hogan and use like Tempest Sphere to flip up your G-Zone early. We're assuming that Zazan will be banned, but you know, you can use Tempest Sphere, you know, flip up your G-Zone, and then you can use like Grand Hogan early. You can use even this, like just not even stride, just ride grade 3 and, you know, start doing stuff and plussing. So I think it's pretty cool. I think these cards are pretty damn nice. So far every card has some sort of use, even those like when your opponent's hand has 10 or more. Then, oh, so this card, this was one of the first ever revealed DP cards, which is Dimensional Robo Die Dumper. Now, Die Dumper says, Vanguard Circle, all your grade 3 units get shield plus 10k. So that's when he's a Vanguard. So this is basically like an early die liner. So they straight up just said, here's more die liner support, and I'm really happy about that. So this is cool because this first skill already says, I mean, it's just, if you, like, I've had these games, right? Even now when I'm testing DP right now, it's just that grade 2 space is really tight. But like, I've been testing DP right now, in some games, like, I will literally go like grade 1, ride, attack, pass. Grade 2, ride, attack, pass. And then grade 3, ride, okay, now I can like guard because I'm on die liner. You know, like I have like 5 or 6 grade 3s in hand. And that's also a problem because then you don't hit die liner and then you gotta whiff and lose. But like, still, this is just really, really nice. So I like that. Second skill is when he attacks, you can give him plus 10k until end of battle. And if you did give him the plus 10k, he retires at the end. So it's not bad. It's like, I was thinking about this with the new like stride in Premium, but I mean, it was just kind of like a thought. But 20k attacker is alright. Only thing is that like if you're playing your deck right, your Die Dragon is 20k anyway, and it's not retiring, so it's like, you might as well play that instead. So I don't know. I think this card is alright, but sadly won't make the cut. However, a card that will probably make the cut is Dimensional Robo Die Jacker. So Die Jacker says, at the end of the battle that he attacked or boosted, you may retire him, and you give your Vanguard a crit. So Gallop does not struggle. Gallop can gain a crit without being counterblast, because keep in mind that Grand Volver costs a counterblast 1, soul blast 1. It does a lot, but it's still another counterblast adding to everything. Whereas this is just like, okay, you literally boost your Gallop with this. Sure, it's only 21k swing, but oh no, actually it won't give the crit on time, because Gallop gives that skill when he attacks. So actually you need to, ooh, that's kind of awkward for, it's kind of awkward for Miracle Beauty, not gonna lie. I don't like that. Ooh, okay. We're back to the drawing board. I guess this doesn't do much for the Miracle Beauty variant. This will do something for like the regular Dayusha. I'm not sure what the regular Grand Gallop. I'm not sure what regular Grand Gallop will be, but it's still a nice skill. It's also very good because it's like Laurel but on steroids, because you don't have to counterblast anymore and like rest 4 cards. That was nuts. But now like in Premium, you can literally just like swing with this into nothing, like just like fail the swing, retire him, and then like give the crit to your Stark and just go bop bop bop, or you know, like with Excalibur just like bop bop, you know, 100k attacks. So this card I think is good. The timing is a bit weird. I wish it was like when it attacks or when it boosts. That'd be perfect, but it's at the end. Can't do much about that, but it's still a good card. We're at 35 minutes. Wow. Dimensional Robo Dice Scooper is our second grade 3 searcher, and I like it. And his auto skill is when you ride on top of it, you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and you can add a grade 3 from among them into your hand and shuffle your deck. So Grand Rope and this are both grade 3 searchers. This one unfortunately is like once per game for a grade 3 search, but it's still something nice. I don't think it will have space in the deck that much unless you want to like run it in Miracle Beauty or something to like really consistently search those things. But then his second skill is just like when placed, your grade 3 Vanguard gets 5k power. So like in Gallop, that's okay, because the big problem that we talked about is like he doesn't have enough power, and so with this, it gets a bit more power. So it's a maybe. It's like I don't know, I don't think you have enough space. There's so many good grade 1s in DP right now. After this set, like, you're running Grand Rope, you're running Twin Order, you're running Die Brave. That's 12 cards already. So, hard to make space. Up next is Super Dimensional Robo. Super? Did it have to be? Die Roller. So his skill is Vanguard Circle and Guardian Circle. If you have 2 or more other grade 3 units, he gets plus 10k power and plus 5k shield and intercept. So it's like, it's a rear guard. It's supposed to be used as just like a supporting rear guard, and basically it's like, you need to have a full field of grade 3s, but then it's like if you're sitting on Die Liner, then he's like, you know, a 25k shield actually, no, a 15k shield actually. It's in premium that it would be like up those levels of 25. So this is, I mean, it's alright, but you already are like crammed on grade 3, so I don't think it's going to actually make the cut, unfortunately. Then, haha, Dimensional Robo Die Boat, baby! You know what likes vanillas? Zazan likes vanillas, so you can bet that when I get my Zazan video out, this boy's going to make an appearance, 100%. I wonder if the last comment is actually vanilla. That'd be kind of funny. Anyway, then we have 2 more cards left. We have Dimensional Robo Go Biker. Another cool card. Look at good art, good name. I like it. His skill is very simple. Vanguard Circle, when placed, you may rest him, and one of your Vanguards gets power plus 10k. If your Vanguard is grade 3, you may stand him. So basically, it's an 18k booster if you put it down behind the Vanguard, and with Gallop, that's important. With non-Gallop variants, not so much, because Grand Rope already does the 13k lifting, and that's enough. But for Gallop, the plus 10k actually kind of matters, so it's good to push power, but maybe don't care about it, you know? And it's also nice that, like, I mean, it's not so nice. I wish he didn't just say your Vanguard gets power plus 10k. I wish it was just like your like grade 3 unit gets 10k. I feel like that'd be nice. That way you can power up other things too. But oh well, it's still a good card. It's pretty nice. And then finally, this metalboard looking dude is Dimensional Robo Die Gyro. So when placed, you may retire him and give your Vanguard plus 5k. On Guardian Circle though, so I actually almost forgot about this card. So this card's actually kind of interesting because it doesn't really mesh well with like, I mean, it meshes well with the whole defensive build they're trying to promote with Die Liner support, but you don't need that much more defensive stuff. Like, the fact that your grade 3s are shields is good enough. You don't need to commit more to it, you know? Like, it's already enough to guard with grade 3s. Like, you're happy with it. So, I don't know. I don't think this kind of card is that necessary. I think it's good enough as things are. We don't need to play these kind of cards. But still, cool idea. But so, as I said, yeah, we're missing one common, and it could be more or less anything. Could be a vanilla, could be a countercharger, could be absolute garbage. But I will definitely tweet about it on Twitter, so you can see that when it goes up. Maybe by the time this video is up, it'll have been already out. I don't think so though, because I'm recording this on a Friday, and you know, this is going up on a Saturday, so I don't think it's enough time for it to actually be revealed. But if by some magic it does, I will definitely talk about it. But if not, you can find it on my Twitter. So yeah, that's the Dimensional Police support for this year, basically, and honestly, I'm quite happy with it. I'm honestly really happy with it. Like, I can't stress this enough, that Bladblack saved Dimension Police. Like, in Standard, it saved Dimension Police. In Premium, it's interesting because, like, we now have a pretty okay vanilla deck, thanks to Dimax DX, and then, like, when Zazan gets banned, then it gets interesting, because then you can play with, like, the Geomaglass, and you can play with, like, you know, Die Liner and all those things, and it's actually a very cool, like, tanky deck. But I mean, I'll wait until Zazan is banned to talk about that, because I mean, with Zazan being around, you're never gonna get to that stage, you know, of the game. So that's like something important to note. But I mean, that's kind of it. Like, you can expect Dimension Police content from me. I will definitely do a deck profile and like talk about the Blood Liner deck. It's my favorite thing right now. And then I'm also going to probably make some kind of Gallop variant, because I want to breathe some kind of life into the card. I think it does have some kind of potential, so definitely want to do that. And then finally, I mean, I think that's more or less it. I might test out Sinbuster, but no promises. If in my testing it's not good, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to like get your hopes up for no reason. You know, it's like that's not the kind of thing I do. So yeah, this was my Dimension Police set review from Silver Dust Blaze. It's a good set. Got some good support. I'm overall honestly really happy. Even if Gallop wasn't that great, a lot of the other cards in this set are honestly amazing. And so, as you can see, I could talk about Bladblack for a long time. But on that note, that's going to be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.